Hey there, welcome back to another video with Amualani. The second half of the TFT Fates season came out last week, Festival of Beasts. So there's a new pass you can go ahead and upgrade, or you can still play for free and you can get a few items for free. I am still playing as the Bubblegum Dingo. You can see some of these other 3-star variants. There's a lot of fun ones in this one. Ooh, the Jade Emperor sprite. This video is just me learning the new season of TFT. This is how I've learned every season so far, and I tend to focus kind of on one champion and the new origins and races. Now, luckily, since this is the second half of the same season, a lot of the items are the same, so I don't have to relearn the items. So I won't really be going into the items as much. I'm going to be focusing on the champions. And if you are a new player for TFT and you're just kind of looking for a little bit of help, kind of diving into it, I'll definitely be giving some of that. So every match of TFT will be the same. You play against 7 other players. There's 8 total. If you win, if you get into the top 4, it's considered winning. If you are in the bottom 4, it's considered losing. Now, if you're not doing ranked, the winning part doesn't matter as much. It's just if you've got a pass, you get more experience for the pass. You also get, if you have a pass for LOL, you do get the tokens, more tokens for the wins. Alright. Also, every game of TFT will start with that carousel. If you can, you want to try to get, it seems like the Needlessly Large Rod and Recurve Bows, those are kind of the 2 you want to get, if you can, for the item-wise. Now, up top here, you'll see it says round 1, 2. We've got 3 rounds of the NPCs. First one is just 2 of them, then you'll have 3, then you'll have 4. They do drop the loot orbs. The loot orbs can drop gold, equipment, or champions. In this case, I got 1 equipment and 1 champ. And we're just going to kind of take a look here. Let's see what all we're getting. Now, I'm not going to go too much into skills and whatnot until I actually kind of see a little bit more what I'm going. I will kind of explain. So every game will be the same, where you can see which round it is up top here. And again, this is on PC. The mobile version looks a little different. And there will still be all of these components. They're just not all visible all the time. And then over on the right here, you'll see the 8 players. This is your life total. Now, hopefully nobody loses any life in these first 3 NPC rounds. If you do lose some life, it's because you're not buying the champions and putting them on the board. If you just have your starting champ, you may take some damage in the second and third NPC rounds. Alright. We may not be keeping divine, we'll see. Every game at TFT, you'll also have the shop that operates the same. You'll have, there's 5 different cards. The cards pull from the same pool for everybody. So if some people are buying, honestly, the brawlers are really popular right now, so you will have competition if you're trying to go brawlers. There's other people also buying those cards, and there is a set number. Now, if you can always lock your current shop if there's something on there that you want to buy but you don't have the means to buy it. Oh, okay. try Cultist. So you can lock it and then it won't refresh. It does refresh at the end of every round if you don't lock it. And then over here on the left, you'll see I'm level 3, and next to the level it shows the percentages. For right now, it's 75% chance for the 1 cost or the gray to show up in the shop, and only a 25% chance for the green or 2 cost. As you level, these percentages change, and it will always display what the percentages are as you level. You can spend gold to level up. There are some strategies. Some people like to level up early to get that early lead. I personally like to save up to 50 gold. That's a personal preference. I'll explain why here in a sec. You'll notice that up top the bar changed. And for the rest of the match it will look like this. There will be each round. So round 2 there's 7, and then round 3 there will be 7 as well. There's going to be 5 of the PvP rounds, which are shown by the double sword. And then there's also a carousel, which is the round where you get to pick the champ that has the item. Typically I tend to go for items over the champion, unless it's a yellow champion that I don't have, or if I'm really struggling to get something to fit into my build. I don't go for the champions early because when I'm still learning it, because I don't know what the champions look like. So I tend to go for items over champions. And then there is, at the end of it, an NPC round. And I'll kind of explain about the NPC round when we get there. But so back to the gold. You can see your gold income. At the beginning of the game, you start off at 2 passive income, and it grows to 5. 5 is the max. The interest that you get, you'll get 1 interest per round per 10 gold that you have. And you can see over on the left, I have that little gold thing, and so that shows you how much interest you're getting. And that's because I'm at 18, so I'm getting 1 for having 10 gold. I'll get 2 once I'm at 20, etc., etc. Ooh, I'm not sure who this champ is. Is it Callista? I'm not sure. We'll see. And the carousel rounds you pick in order of like the bottom 2 health pick first, and then it's the next 2. It's sort of on and up like that. Ooh. Alright, so now I should, at the end of this round, I'll get the 2 passive, because now I'm at 21 gold, so I get 2 of the interest. And then the win-loss streak is, you can see it over here, and you can scroll over to see exactly what you get. It explains it there. And then if you hit refresh, we'll refresh the shop. I'm not going to do that just yet. Ooh, I kind of want him, but I want to... You know what, I'll buy him if I win. You get just 1 gold automatically if you win the round. He's at 5, though, with a bunch of silvers. I'm not winning. I need to grab him, I think. Alright. Now I'll kind of explain. So the Fates, or the Chosen mechanic, is still in the second half of the season. I'm not sure if there were any changes, but it seems like it's the same as it was in the first half of the season. So the Chosen champ, you'll see I have one, so they won't be showing up in the shop because I have one. And it has that pink circle underneath it. You can also see which one it is over on the left. It'll have pink around it. And for me, it's Cultist. So I'll go ahead and scroll over it. So once your team loses 50% of their health, Galio is summoned. slamming into the largest cluster of enemies and knocking them up. Galil's strength increases based on the total star level of all active cultists. Right now I just have the 3-piece. But he gets bigger. I have two stars and just one star on the board. But so he's. We're at the Krugs. For the Krugs, I like to get to level 5. Reason being is the Krugs they hit hard and they're kind of tanky. So you do kind of need the extra damage to kind of kill them. Now, if you have some 2 stars on the board, or good synergy, or good items, you don't necessarily need 5 to kill the Krugs, but you want to make sure that you kill the Krugs, because they drop the loot orbs. And you definitely want the loot orbs. So I like to spend the 4 gold to get to 5. Now, you do get 2 passive experience at the end of every round, and that 4 gold to get to level 5 for the Krugs is the only gold I will spend outside of the shop until I get up to 50 gold. Okay, let's look at Sivir. So I'll be looking down here. I'm looking solely for Cultist. That's the keyword I'm looking for. If you look, the only way to get the 9-piece Cultist is you have to get the chosen Cultist trait. There's 8 of them, and you can't make a Cultist, so that's the only way to get the 9-piece. If you look at the bottom, it shows you what the different champions are. Now, I know it's a little different. I played Cultist a lot last season, and I know there's a couple of different champs. They got swapped out and whatnot. So this is my first time doing Cultist this season, so we'll see how it goes. But a big thing this season is there's lots of healing, so you definitely want... Oh, and I got it. Nice. You want a Sunfire Cape if you can, or a Morellonomicon, depending on what winds up working for you. But in the Cultist, I found, at least last season, that the Sunfire Cape worked a little better for me. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and read. So how I typically learn a season is I do typically pick one champ and I focus on that champ. And this season that's pretty easy. I focus on my chosen champ. She's a Cultist and a Keeper. The Keeper, that's why I grabbed the Jarvan. He's not Cultist, but everybody else on the board is Cultist. But I am going for the 9-piece Cultist, so that is the idea here. So Elise, she transforms into a spider, gaining 40% maximum health and causing her attacks to restore 80 health. And she is my frontline, and with the Sunfire Cape on her, that's the anti-healing. She also will do some extra. Like you see this item here on Vigor in the middle, that allows him to heal based on damage that he's doing. We're not going to beat this guy. Alright, so now, the Jarvan, he throws his standard near the farthest enemy and pulls himself toward it with his lance, dealing 175 magic damage to enemies he passes through and knocking them up and stunning them. So I like Jarvan for the CC. He just kind of interrupts their damage. And then if you look over here, he also gives me the 2-piece Keeper bonus, which at the start of combat, Keepers grant themselves and all adjacent allies a shield for a duration. The shield is 50% stronger on Keepers. It's 150 shield, so it just kind of allows my DPS to survive a little bit of if there's any splash damage. Alright, now to read the Sivir. Sivir is a new champ for me. I mean, I've seen her in previous seasons, but she wasn't in the first half of Fates. Let's see here. So she rallies her allies within 2 hexes, granting them 46% attack speed for 5 seconds. Sivir gains 100 bonus attack damage for the duration. Ooh, very nice. Gotta go with that. Needs a large rod for denial. After this, we need to be grabbing recurve bows, I think. So the Krugs are kind of tanky. They do damage. Those are the NPCs that were at the end of round 2. They 2-7. The ones that are at the end of round 3, these wolves are assassins, so they jump to your back line and they will, well, they'll kill your back line. So you need to kind of protect your back line. It's a give me just a sec here and I'll finish my thought. Oh. Might go with Rakan just for a little bit of denial. He seems to be the... Okay. So, for the wolves, I'll kind of show you what I do for the assassins. So, let's see here. 70... to 6. Alright, I am going to put a Rage Blade on Sivir. I want her attacking faster. Her attack speed is already 0.98. The Rage Blade, what it does is gives her, well, the 0.98 is with the Rage Blade, but it gives her attack speed, it gives her spell power. It also basic attacks grant plus 6% bonus attack speed for the rest of combat. The effect can stack any number of times. So she just attacks faster and faster and faster. Basically, we want her casting a bunch because she makes everybody else attack a lot faster. Which is the idea. Now I'm going to reroll a bunch and see if I can get some of the other cultists. So these are the wolves. I'm not going to change anything because I was already kind of protecting my back line. The wolves are going to jump to the back and they're going to be attacking my keepers, which is exactly what I wanted. Sivir is protected. They can't hit her. You know what? We're going to really beef her up here. I'm just looking for cultists, that's all I'm looking for. Well, and keeper. There we go. So we need one more cultist to get the 6-piece, and Galio will get buffed. But so I'm going to right-click on Galio so you can kind of take a look at him. He's got, right now he's got almost 2,000 health, 195 attack power, and he doesn't have the spell yet. You have to get to 6 cultists before he gets the spell. But so if you're kind of curious to see what the star levels and whatnot on your cultists are doing, you can right-click on your Galio anytime and to check on the progress of what's happening. Do a little, there we go, 6-piece cultist. So now he it's a different Galio. And I'm going to go ahead and right click on him. So now he's got a lot more hit points, as you can see. He's 3380, 429 attack damage, and he has the spell. So he reduces all incoming damage by 50% for 3 seconds, taunting all nearby enemies for the duration. At the end of the taunt, he sends out a pulse of infernal fire, dealing magic damage to enemies around him. Which is also why I put on my Elise this Ionic Spark. It shreds the magic damage of stuff around him. Around her. Enemies within 2 axes have their magic resist reduced by 40%. When they cast a spell, they are zapped, taking magic damage equal to 225% of their max mana. But this basically just helps Galio actually do some damage with his spell. Honestly, we're not gonna get Twisted Fate up to 3 stars. So, Twisted Fate is he's one of the gray ones. And as you level up, the chances of seeing the gray cards goes down and down and down. So odds are, because I only have 3 of them and I need to get 6 more to get him up to 3 star, odds are I'm not going to get those at this point. So I'm actually going to get up to 8 before I do some kind of mad rerolling. And this is the guy that was in first. That's why he's up to level 8, because he's had that bonus this entire game. Ooh. So Orin is going to be going quick. Orin is kind of fun. He's unique. He crafts items for you. And I think I'm going to go with Crit Glove. So if you're ever curious to see what the people, if you're not in the top, you can always click on them and go check out what they're building. So like I said, the brawlers are really popular with the Lulu buff to give them more health. So you need something to kind of cut through some of that health when you're fighting brawlers. And honestly, so what this does is 50 additional spell power. So now Sivir, when she casts her spell, she grants 98% attack speed for 5 seconds. And then this, at the beginning of each planning phase, the wearer gains one of the following: basic attacks and spells deal plus 40% damage, or they heal for 40% of the damage dealt. So she gets one or the other at the beginning of combat, and it'll change from combat to combat. It's a good, solid item. So right now, while I'm on this win streak, I'm actually kind of taking advantage, and I'm going to try to get up to level 8 while I'm getting this the bonus gold. So right now I'm getting 12 income each round because of that win-loss streak. And getting up to level 8 is when I'll have a much better chance of getting these yellows, the 5 cost. Now the only thing I'm looking for on the bottom is Cultist. Because honestly, I'm not going to keep the lower level keepers. I'll be going for, there is a yellow keeper, which I'll grab as my 9th. So you can have 1 champion per player level. So I'm level 7, so right now I have 7 out on the board, unless you get a double spatula item. The double spatula item gives you an extra person on the board. But so you can have 9 people on the board if you get up to max, which is level 9. The double spatula item does, of course, give you more than 9, but we lost our win streak. That's okay. So we'll get 10. So this, the 4-7, these are the last raptors that give you, or the last NPCs that give you the single items, the half items that you combine to make other items. After this, it will be full items on both the carousel and the NPCs. So, ooh, well, alright. Not my favorite items, but hey. Looking for cult. Ooh, okay. So this is Orn, and he's really fun. I may or may not keep him, we'll see. So he's the only one that has this blacksmith. After each combat, blacksmith participates in, they will make progress forging an artifact. The higher tier star level, the faster they work. Once the artifact is complete, it will become available to bestow upon an ally. So he will give me items that I can place on my guys. And they're really cool items. Actually, I probably will keep him rather than a keeper. Alright, so there's a cultist. And actually, I will stick him in for Sever. So now we're at 7. We're still missing 2. Let me look. So as you scroll over, you can see the ones that have kind of the colored pictures are the ones that I have on the board. Not the border, but like the inner picture is colored. The ones that are kind of grayed out, one's a green border, one's a blue border. Those are the ones that are that I don't have. So those are the ones I need to be looking for. Really, I don't have one of the green borders. Not sure who that is. I may have just missed him when I was looking. Not used to the new items. And set does a lot of damage. Yeah. There's my blue border that I was missing. And we'll go ahead and make him 2-star. Oof. I did not get the item to eat through the health, so he's a problem. May or may not get the 9-piece going. Got the easy one, I'm missing... Or I got the hard one, I'm missing one of the easy ones. Ah, there he is. Haha. Alright. Oh, as much as I don't want to take him out. I think I need to. Just to get my cultist going. So now I've got the 9-piece cultist, and I'll go ahead and right-click on the Galio to show you what he looks like. So the Galio is 3-star. He's got 6,800 hit points, 1122 attack, and he deals the 500 magic damage instead of the 250. And I'm going to go ahead and get up to level 9, and we'll get Oh shoot. Okay, so if you take the Ornn out, that I didn't know. It was showing his progress on the artifact. Taking Ornn out was a bad idea. He lost all his. He was about to make the artifact, and he lost all his progress. Well, but that's good to know. I didn't know that. So that, I mean, that's why we're doing this. So now the only way to increase Galio's stats is to increase the star level of my cultists on the board. Oh, he did retain his progress. Nice. Okay, so now we get our first artifact. Yay! The wearer executes enemies below 10% on hit. Executions generate 1 gold. We'll stick that on Cultist. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep Ornn over getting Azir. And then Ornn, his spell, what it does, he summons an elemental from behind the farthest enemy to travel towards him, slowing the attack speed of enemies hit by 50% for 3 seconds, and dealing 150 magic damage. If the elemental runs into Ornn, he headbutts it, so it's similar to, it's his ult from LOL. Redirecting it towards another distant enemy, stunning them for 1.5 seconds, and dealing 150 magic damage. I mean, it's not exact, but that's basically... all of these champs are pulled from LOL, and the skins that create their traits and stuff, that's all pulled from LOL. Okay, time to reroll a little. We need to get... Just looking for Cultist or Olaf. Not Olaf, Ornn. Callista, nice, and Sivir, nice. So that, because her star level increased, that increases Galio's strength. And I'll right click so you can kind of see the difference. So his hit points went up, they were 6,800, and his attack also went up. I think he was at like 1160 something, or maybe 1060 something. And that was just with 1 star level going up. Honestly, you need at least 1 3-star on your team to really have him doing some damage. Nice. I'm gonna keep looking for Cultist. Oh, nice, we made it to the top 4. The guy in first, he's got, yeah, he's got the 3-star brawlers. This brawler build is crazy, popular. You will be running into people who, every game who build it, if not multiple. Oh, there goes the Zed. The Zed is kind of an anti-Galio, which you never want to see. Oh, Cultist. You know what? We'll go for the denial. That's alright. Don't know if it'll work. let's read. So the next item is they regenerate 8% of their maximum health each second. I think we'll put that on our tank. If we survive, our Vladimir will turn into a 2-star, which will increase Galio's strength. But, yeah, that 3-star Shyvana, and it's with that build. There's somebody every game that has that exact Shyvana. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up it. If you like what I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again for the next game.